Welcome back to PIX-11's Pride Celebration. A Bronx man is working to use his painful past to help LGBTQ plus young people in his community heal and also persevere. PIX-11's Monica Morales has the incredible story of this man who's on a mission.
At 52 years old, Donald Flowers says it's beyond his wildest dreams to be a college freshman in the Bronx.
I thank God for my life.
Flowers was born in Gonzales, Texas, a population of less than 5,000. Now, he is part of a college community of more than 6,000, studying to become a social worker for a purpose.
You know, I just want to be a beacon of light for anybody that struggles with addiction or trauma. And also in the Black community, there's lots of trauma. But we have always overcame any obstacle that was put before us.
Flowers says he had a very tough childhood.
I went through challenges with my mother because my mother wasn't so understanding about my life. But I think she has gotten a little bit better.
Flowers says he was bullied for being gay, leading him to become addicted to drugs and alcohol. Now Flowers is 5 years sober, getting his associate's degree from Bronx Community College. He plans on devoting his life to helping young people who are LGBTQ+.
I'm discovering that I am smart and I do have the capability to learn.
His inspiration, his college counselor, Manny Lopez.
I get kind of emotional with some of this stuff because
Why are you getting so emotional talking about Mr. Lopez?
Because he's one of those people that I can look up to. I never really had a lot of positive role models.
Flowers also credits his success to the power of prayer.
Shout out to Gertrude's and disability because she's been a blessing to me.
Flowers admits forgiveness is not easy, but he says every day is a gift. He now lives in the Bronx with his beloved partner of over more than 20 years and is part of an LGBTQ+ resource room at Bronx Community College. There, students can find resources, connect, and share their lives. Flowers has a message for them.
You can't get past it. And I want the LGBTQ plus community to understand, especially youth, to always tell the truth and to be authentic. It might be 100 people in the room, but if I just reach one, I did my job.
Monica Morales bringing us that story. And coming up, the story behind a well-known voice in New York. Millions of people rely on it every day.
Liz and Uptown Local 6 train to Pelham Bay Park.
It took decades for Bernie Wagenblast to find her true voice, her struggle, and transformation, finally leading her to peace. That's next. We continue to celebrate voices of courage with one that helps millions of people navigate New York City each day. The person behind it is trying to make an even greater impact by speaking out for the trans community. PIX-11's Eileen LaPalmer has this story.
Grizz and Uptown Local 6 train to Pelham Bay Park.
If you ride the subways, you know the voice.
Please stand away from the platform edge.
The next Uptown 5 train is 5 minutes away.
The personal story behind this classic announcer voice is one of decades of internal struggle, then transformation, and finally peace. Bernie Wagenblast, who is now 67 years old, was born male, but says she knew since a child she is female.
I remember at about 4 years old visiting my grandmother and sitting in front of her vanity and putting on her necklaces.
She built a successful broadcasting career using a very male public persona. She hid the fact that she is a transgender woman.
I felt if I was going to have any kind of a life, I couldn't act on this desire that I had.
That is, until this moment in late 2022, when a friend helped her get ready for a semi-formal event.
She put the dress on, did my makeup. For the first time in my life, I was able to be in public as the person I always felt myself to be on the inside. And from that evening on, I knew that I needed to socially transition.
Only a year into her social transition, Bernie is sharing her story, saying trans visibility is so important, especially when she reflects on how, as a teenager, she had to secretly receive advice from a trans woman via a pre-arranged call at a payphone in suburban New Jersey.
Rode my bike up to this payphone and waited anxiously for the phone to ring. And it was such an important moment for me because it was the first time I had ever spoken and shared with someone how I was feeling on the inside.
Bernie Wagenblast agrees. There's a beauty to finally living in your own true voice and only switching back to a work voice for work.
I can't go in and use this voice, so I have to. The next Downtown number 2 is approaching the station. Please stand away from the platform edge. And then go back to this voice. So it's almost like a little party trick.
It really is. That is wild and awesome. Thanks to Eileen LaPalmer with that story.